From the Penn Teller Theater in Las Vegas, Nevada, here's our host, Jonathan Ross.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. How lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello and welcome to Penn and Teller Fool Us. Here they are right now. It's the fabulous Penn and Teller. Fabulous to see you.
Mr. Ross, sir.
Always such a joy. The show can begin. I like it. It's time to get excited because we're about to see our first magician of the night.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Puck.
Puck is my magic wife.
I don't know if I like that term, but
I'm the kind of guy who will throw anything in and try it. Whereas Puck's the kind of guy who has to know exactly what steps we're following.
we both come from the same school of thought when it comes to magic, so we create very well together.
Puck's the serious guy. I'm the funny guy. But every once in a while, Puck has a zinger that comes out. And
Actually,
it's
the
worth writing
funniest lines in the show come from me.
Really? Like which
Yeah.
ones? Exactly.
When we first started putting our magic together, we wanted to do something that was different, and we started just working at our strengths. We're from different neighborhoods, completely different backgrounds, but yet when we put it together, it actually worked.
Please welcome Scott, Alexander, and Puck.
What we're actually going to do tonight is an escape. It's called The Escape from Alcatraz. And to help us out, please welcome my partner in crime, it's Puck.
Thank you. Well, folks, Alcatraz prison was almost impossible to escape from for two reasons in particular. First off, you had to get through those solid steel bars, and second, you had to actually make it off the island.
And then once you got off the island, you had to swim 1.5 miles through the icy waters of San Francisco Bay.
Yeah, plus add the fact that the brothers don't swim.
That's true. And
we were able to acquire one of the actual jail cell windows from Alcatraz Penitentiary. We brought it in here with us today.
yeah, we bought it on Craigslist. Just cool.
These bars come out because we want to take them out to the audience and have you guys check them out and get up close and personal with them and see that they are, in fact, legit.
There you go.
Take two.
Let's
Show the other side of the illusion. Has a screen right here. This will become important a little bit later on.
Just a completely empty frame and some bars. You guys, would you check these out? You look like you might be familiar with bars. I don't know. Just...
They look really good, solid. Okay, great. Hand it back to me when you're finished. Look good. Okay, perfect. And I hope you guys checked them out really well because after you see us do what we're about to do, you may wish you looked just a little bit harder. Scott's gonna place these back inside. There goes first off bar number one.
Bar number one.
Bar number two.
Bar number two.
Bar number three.
Bar number three.
And lastly and finally, bar number four.
Bar number four. That's a lot of bars.
We have some more things we need you guys to check out.
Oh, yeah, we got them over here.
We brought them in this suitcase.
This got a couple things in here I want you to check out. First of all, got this set of regulation handcuffs, like you might find laying around your bedroom at home, you know. Cool. Also inside here I have another suitcase. Inside this suitcase, I keep something very special. This is my ball peen hammer. It's used for
Peening balls.
yeah. And if you've ever had your ball peened before, you know it's very unpleasant. Okay. Also, another suitcase. And inside this one, I keep something else very special, this bowling ball. But this is not just any bowling ball. This is the Black Onyx Strike Master 3000. Penn and Teller, I'd like you to have a look. It's hammer time. There you go. Oh, can't touch this. I know, 90s reference. And Teller, would you please examine the ball? What I'd like you to do, Penn, hit the ball, notice its tonality, make sure it's solid. Check it for any soft spots. No hinges. Watch Teller's thumbs. He needs some for the sleight of hand. Okay, cool.
A little too much fun with that.
Yes.
Wow, your attention to detail is staggering. Thank you so much. I'll take the hammer. You're starting to scare me. Okay, good. Here we go. All right, back up here. Now, this bowling ball weighs exactly 8 pounds. It's exactly the same size as a human head. In fact, it's exactly the same size as Puck's head. See, look, twins. Well, you don't see it? How about from this side? All right, we're going to try one more thing. Jonathan, would you help us for a second? Thanks. If you would, step behind the jail there.
Yeah, okay.
And check the bars first. Make sure they don't move again.
Yeah, this is a familiar view.
And if you would, try to pass the bowling ball through there.
Sure.
See, the bars are staggered in such a way that no matter how you try to shove it, it won't go through, right?
No angle works, it won't go through.
Yeah, the bar's only 5 inches apart. The ball is actually 9 inches in diameter. It's completely impossible. But now we're gonna actually try and attempt to pass solid through solid.
Thank you very much. I'd like you to check this out once again. Now, one last bit of security, folks. This set of handcuffs that was on loan from the Las Vegas Police Department. We're gonna lock Puck inside just like this. Now, you'll notice his hands are locked through the bars. That's important. Now, we've seen an inanimate object pass through. Now it's time to see what happens when warm flesh meets cold steel.
Let's hear it for them. Great job. Great fun.
Thank you.
You had them with the bowling pin going over there then. So Penn and Teller are going to have a think about it. They're going to talk about what they know, how you did that. It was a great act. I thought I enjoyed it thoroughly. Let me ask you a few questions about yourself. You're both dads, I know that. You both have children, so your kids must love having dads who do tricks.
Yeah, it's kind of fun because they get to show off to all their friends, you know, that their father does magic tricks. So.
His daughter's quite the magician.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's really good. She does the cups and balls trick.
How old is she now?
One is 3 and one is 9.
Wow, so this would be the 3-year-old.
Yes.
But the moment I think that I most enjoyed, and everyone did here, because I could see that you were going to do something funny at the stage. When you tripped with the bowling ball, it wasn't just Penn and Teller, it was like everyone over in there seeing the audience.
I think that should qualify as fooling him right there.
I think you fooled them in that moment, so you know, if that's all it takes, then you've done it. Okay, I think you're ready, are you guys?
I'm going to start by saying the switching the bowling ball for a balloon is a gag that I know. I've seen other magicians do it, and I always laugh with glee when people fall for it. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's your acting, maybe it's the timing in the bit, but you got me 100% with the bowling ball. I tell you, the bowling ball thing scared the living out of me.
It's hard to do.
And I'm an atheist. This trick is a wonderful trick. You added to it, I think the handcuffs is yours, right? Mm-hmm. And the handcuffs is a really nice addition. It makes the topological puzzle element of it much more complicated. That's a huge wrinkle to add to this trick. Having said that, pictures sometimes speak louder than words. Teller's got a little picture of the trick to show you. He's quite a little sketch artist there. Don't throw any bowling balls at me again.
Yeah. I would say that's how it works.
Yeah, he's got it.
As always, we're going to destroy the evidence so that it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Let's hear it for our magic shredder, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Scott and Puck. Thank you, gentlemen. Great job. Thank you, Puck. Fabulous, wasn't it? We will be back in a flash, or a Jane the Virgin. There's a CW joke for you. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Fool Us. Let's find out a little bit about our next magician.
My name's Eric Jones, and I live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Now, when I first got into magic, I kind of used it as a social crutch. I was severely overweight. I was dorkier than I am even now.
No, let me do it again.
But since then, I've learned how to communicate and connect with people. For me, there's absolutely nothing more fulfilling than finding and creating the moment of astonishment. And you'll notice one card comes rising out of the pack.
I do not understand that.
Yeah, that
It's
one I
called
don't.
magic. I still consider myself a student, but people do look to me for techniques that I've devised and my handling of coin magic. Not only am I excited about being on Penn Teller Fool Us, but I'm really looking for the opportunity to share my magic on a grander scale.
This next magician is known for his close-up magic with coins. I met him earlier today. I couldn't make heads or tails of him. Let's see if you can. Please welcome Mr. Eric Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
Tonight, I'm going to share something that's very dear to my heart. The problem with this illusion that you're going to see is that it's designed for just a few people. And since there are so many of you, I'd like to get a couple of volunteers to come up stage to keep me honest, to make sure what everyone else is about to see looks fair. Now, here's the thing, guys. If I choose you, you might think that we have something worked out. So if you don't mind, Penn, would you mind just choosing a couple people at random?
Oh, boy. Who have I got He's a big guy with both hands up. Get on up here.
One more.
Are you waving at me behind the camera? Get on up.
Give these guys
Get
a
on
round
the
of
scene.
applause as they make their way up. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. My name's Eric. Your name is?
Kent.
Kent
Yes.
and
Molly Ann.
Molly Ann.
Yes.
Now, what I want you guys to do is pay very close attention to everything you're about to see. I'm going to use a little bit of imagination.
Awesome.
Isn't that kind of crazy? Now, here's the interesting thing. This is kind of like a magic marker. It's actually where I keep my money. You know, in Vegas, you've got to be safe, right?
Okay, right.
All you have to do is watch. And you see a couple little coins. These are 4 solid silver American half dollars from the turn of the last century. You guys can examine them, make sure they are exactly what they seem to be. Yeah? Everything look good?
Looks good to me.
You guys will be the eyes and the ears of the audience. It'll be your job, Kent, to make sure nothing goes up the sleeve. It'll be your job to make sure nothing goes up the sleeve. Watch everything you can as close as possible. First, let me ask, can you see all 4 coins
I
there?
see all 4.
And you can see all 4?
Yes, sir.
Make sure the camera can as well. Watch close.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
That's the first one.
Okay.
That was nice.
Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I can almost sense it. You're saying, it's just some of that sleight of hand crap. There could be some truth to that. However, the entire dynamic changes when the magic comes out of my hands and into someone else's.
Yeah.
Are you willing to help?
Sure.
Let me ask you, are you left or right-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Would you mind opening your right hand, place it right above the table? I'm gonna get you to leave those 3 coins right about there. So you've got 3, I've got 1. If you could, take your other hand and cover the coins, creating like a cave so you can see all 3 inside, yeah?
like
Perfect. And there's mine. In a moment, I'm gonna have you shake your 3 coins. I'm gonna shake mine. You guys will actually hear the moment the magic happens.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, and 3. Shake the coins and listen to the sound the silver makes, Kent. Not in your hands, but in mine. If you could, dump the contents onto the table, show them what you've got.
Wow.
Whoa.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. And yes, it is a black thing, you'll never understand it.
Yeah.
But would you like to give this a try?
I would love to.
Excellent. Are you left or right-handed?
Let's do the right.
Let's do the right. Excellent. If you don't mind showing the palm of your right hand to your audience, allow your middle finger and thumb to slowly come together. Turn the hand at the wrist and then bring it above the table. Perfect. Then if you could turn your left hand palm up and place it about 6 to 8 inches under the right.
Thank you,
Now, guys, you'll notice how I'm holding on to these 2 coins by their edges. That way I can't manipulate the coins in any way. If you don't mind opening your middle finger and thumb of your right hand. Excellent. And grab these 2 coins by their edges, just like this.
Okay.
Excellent. Now, can everyone see her too? Yeah? And mine? In a moment, I'm gonna have you drop these 2 coins onto the palm of your hand. It's important that you catch the coins.
Okay.
Make sure they don't hit the table or the floor. I'll do the same with my 2. 1 coin will become invisible, travel across the table to arrive inside of my hand. Does that sound like a friggin' miracle or what? Yeah?
I'm trying to think.
All right? It's gonna happen after 3, meaning 1, 2, 3, Geronimo, okay?
Hey, 1, 2, 3, drop.
1, 2, 3. If you could, slowly bring your hand towards the center of the table, and 1 finger at a time, dump the contents on and show them what you've got.
Whoa.
She's got 1 coin.
That's pretty good.
You see, the thing about this is it means absolutely nothing unless there's 1, 2, and 3 coins here. High five. 1 coin left to go. Now, guys, up until this point, I've tried to move as slowly as I possibly could to keep everything fair. But I want to make a pact with you guys. If at any point, anyone, including you guys, sees anything that looks tricky or suspicious,
Yes.
be a jerk. Look me right in the eye and say, Eric, slow the hell down. Can we agree to that?
Yes.
4 coins. Kent, if you don't mind, just open your hand one more time for me, bro. Can you see all 4 coins?
Yes, I do.
Please show your left hand empty. And then if you could, gather the coins on the palm of your hand like a stack of poker chips, and then show your left hand empty again. If you could then, sir, use just your middle finger and thumb, grab that top coin, place it onto the palm of my hand. That's a lot of instructions, isn't it? And close your hand around the rest of them. And I'm gonna bring your hand to right about here, but squeeze tight, don't let me in no matter what I try.
Oh.
And I might, all right? The last one.
Okay.
All you have to do is watch. Kent, if you don't mind, slowly turn the hand like so and allow the contents to fall from the hand. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Give these guys a round of applause. Thank you so much. Be careful on your way back to your seat.
Eric Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Eric, fabulous. Mind-blowing. Such a great show. When did you start doing this? Because I know this is the kind of illusion, this is the kind of magic that takes real dedication to the craft. So how old were you?
I started magic when I was 19, but this particular illusion I've been working on for about 8 years now.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. And you know what? I thought it was incredible. I know the audience, you loved this performance, didn't you? So either way it goes, you've made a lot of new fans right here. Okay, Penn, Teller.
Boy, I love the close-up finger-flinging stuff. I really love it. We've seen this kind of stuff done using the method we think you used a bunch of times, but not in spectators' hands. And using what you're using takes such incredible skill and handling of the audience members, and I must say, gonads the size of South American cities. But do you like pets?
I love pets.
Do you like cats?
I do love
cats. Do you
cats.
like dogs?
I do.
Yeah, I don't. But my children really wanted to have pets. So you know what we got? We got a turtle. We actually got 12 turtles that live in a little pond out back.
Penn,
and those
I'm sorry,
turtles...
can we please get back to magic? Because it's lovely hearing about your home life, but
Yeah,
no one
yeah.
knows what the hell you're talking about right now.
Well, I think Eric does.
I love turtles too. There was one turtle that we could have used here tonight.
Yep.
But only for one aspect of the entire routine.
Right. I will just say this. There are certain turtles that are very, very rare and valuable. And if I had those turtles with their quality, I might keep them safe from other people. I might lock them up. No. No, you'd leave that turtle just out there wild.
Why are we talking about turtles? Still.
Everything on the table is examinable.
You say examinable.
Yes.
Does that mean ungimmicked?
It does not.
It does not. It becomes a judgment call for the booth, I believe. Johnny knows how the trick is done. Johnny knows what we've said.
Via my earpiece, I'm hearing from Johnny right now, and he's asked me to say, and it kind of breaks my heart, because we're going back to turtles, I'm warning you now. He said, the turtle, whatever the hell that is, was only used at the end of the act.
Right.
and he does not believe you have successfully identified how the remainder part of the act is. So that means Eric Jones has fooled Penn and Teller.
You like all that talk about turtles?
I love the turtles. Teller's going to give you your trophy. Look at that. And that means Eric doesn't only get the trophy, he gets to come back here and perform as part of Penn and Teller's stage act in Las Vegas.
I can't wait.
That's incredible. What a great performance. Congratulations. Look that way. Off you go. Wow. Okay, coming up, we have more breathtaking tricks, including a spectacular showstopper from our very own Penn and Teller, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Penn and Teller Fool Us, where we have collected the best magicians from around the world. And remember, we buy in bulk and pass the savings on to you. Let's meet our next performer.
Hi, my name is Mark Calabrese from Palisades Park, New Jersey. I've been doing magic since I was about 7 or 8 years old. When I was younger, magic actually helped me make a lot of friends and break the ice. I like to call myself a magic lifer. I didn't really choose magic. Magic chose me. I also got into wrestling and mixed martial arts, and I competed and grappled in tournaments. About 2 years ago, I almost quit magic. Felt like a ballerina on a stripper pole. I felt like I was just trying to make ends meet, and I wasn't enjoying it. My outlook changed when I realized that I'm not curing cancer or doing brain surgery, and I just looked at it as if I could make someone happy and forget their day for just one moment, I've done my job. Fooling Penn and Teller will change everything for me. I'm looking to use my fighter mentality to beat Penn and Teller. I respect Penn and Teller with everything they do, but I'm also looking to take them down.
Our next performer will be jumping off the top rope of magic and dropping an atomic elbow in your imagination. Will you please welcome Mark Calabrese.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Penn and Teller. As a close-up magician, I've always been envious of the big-time stage performer because of, you know, the beautiful stage, the lights, the pretty girls. You really don't get that as a close-up guy. And I figured since I'm in Vegas, I want to do a card trick, Vegas style. So, Jonathan, if you don't mind helping me out. Jonathan, what we have here is a deck of cards. Please verify that it's brand new. I haven't opened it or anything.
Looks new to me. Yep.
Right.
It's unopened.
And let's see. Take that out and just get rid of the advertisement cards as well as the jokers on the bottom. Perfect. Okay, now, if Jonathan chose a card and I found his card, that's a 1 in 52 chance. It's impressive, but I'm a magician. I'm expected to do these kind of things. So I'm going to do you one better, Vegas style. I'm going to not just do a 1 in 52 chance. I'm going to do a 1 in 2,704 chance.
Wow.
But first, we need to give it a good shuffle.
Okay.
Perfect, yeah.
I mean, what I'm doing here, Mark, is learning on the job. That's what I'm doing.
As long as you're getting paid, right? Okay, let's see. Jonathan, take one card out.
Anyone?
Anyone you like?
Okay, I like that one there.
Perfect, okay,
cool,
and
man.
with this marker, if you don't mind, sign the face of the card, show it to the audience, show it to Penn and Teller, of course, and do not show me, I'll look away. Place it back whenever you're ready. All set. Okay, please give the deck a nice, thorough mix-up as well, and then when you're done, we'll place that back into the box.
Learning on the job.
Professional. There you go.
There. Hold it. There we go. Okay.
All right, so, and then we'll get back to that deck in a second. Now, I told you a 1 in 2,704 chance, and the way that we're going to do that is with, you guessed it, 51 other decks of cards. And these are all identical to the deck that's on the table. What I'm going to have you do is hold on to those cards, okay? I'm going to take your deck of cards and toss it into the bunch, okay? Now, I want you just to give them a good, thorough mix-up, making sure not to drop anything. Now, since this is Vegas, what better way to do a Vegas card trick with something from Vegas itself? And what we have over here is the Penn and Teller wood chipper of death. Wow. By the way, I'm also going to do one other thing, and that's going to be I'm going to blindfold myself. Okay, now...
Is that wise near a wood chipper?
Basically, we're going to dump the decks onto the table. Okay. All right? And I'm going to commit my decisions. What's going to happen is I'm going to pick up the decks, and if I don't think your card is in that deck, it goes right to the wood chipper.
Okay, so you want to do this now?
Yeah, dump it, just making sure that it doesn't, nothing drops on the floor. Okay. Beautiful, perfect.
Okay.
All right. Now, we have some ear protection. This thing is loud. So if you guys are, have sensitive ears, please put your fingers in your ears. Can you also verify that this blindfold is exactly...
I didn't hear you. I had these on.
Could you please verify this blindfold is exactly what it says to be? You can't see through it?
Can't see anything.
All right, all set. So I'm turning it on now. Cover your ears. Now I'm gonna try to talk as loud as possible. Hopefully this is loud enough. But, you ready, Jonathan? Cool.
Jonathan. Yeah.
Hold these.
Hold these.
Yeah, hold them.
Okay, I got them.
How many decks are left? How many decks are left?
Oh, I don't know. Quite a few.
Give me the cards in your hand.
25.
Okay. These, we don't need these. Hold this deck. How many decks are left on the table?
That's it. You've got the last decks in your hand apart
Okay,
from
these
this
are it?
one.
Is there any more? Is there any more?
One in my hand left.
Hand me the deck. Is the deck face down in my hand?
It is face down.
Okay. I know it's been a long time, Jonathan, but do you remember your card?
Not really.
Okay, but here's the thing. That's okay, because that's why I had you sign it.
Well, I signed it. That's a good thing.
You remember your signature, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
That is my signature. That was my card, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Calabrese. Nice job, Mark. Come around the front here. Okay, you know how this works. Penn and Teller are going to talk to each other. They're going to discuss what they've just seen and whether they know how it was done. Let me ask you a bit about yourself. So you're a wrestler, but you're kind of a real wrestler. This isn't the kind of entertainment wrestler where it's all fixed in advance.
Yeah, I mean, mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu, and basically beating people up is, is my thing.
I don't think I've met any other magicians who do that as well. You must be in the minority.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still nerdy, but I like, I like to... If you don't like my card tricks, I just punch in the face and that's it.
Kick me in the head.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to like your tricks in future then. Will you do me a favour? Because I love your accent. Would you say, are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? Because there's no one else here.
Really?
Yeah.
You looking at me? You looking at me? I don't see anybody else here. You looking at me?
Wow, that's pretty good, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Great job. I'm here. I've got no idea how you did it, but of course I'm not a professional. Penn and Teller are at the very top of their game, so let's ask Penn what the duo thought.
If we were doing this trick, we would have done it with cards that were marked, which you could have brought out at the beginning.
Okay.
And then it's very, very easy to do a blindfold peek down your nose. And Teller and I love, love, love blindfold peeks, and we love, love, love marked cards. We don't think you did it that way.
Okay.
We don't think you did it with a blindfold peek. We think you actually did it tactily. We think you were actually feeling around.
Okay.
And even though where you were feeling around would still give you a blindfold peek, we don't think you did. And we don't think the cards were gimmicked when you brought them out.
Okay.
We think that happened lately. And I think the one thing I can say is I like this trick quite a bit, but if Fred Flintstone were watching this trick, if Fred Flintstone had seen this trick, and if Fred Flintstone knew an awful lot about magic, and if Fred Flintstone was taking a guess, I think Fred Flintstone might have said yabba, dabba, do. Would Fred Flintstone have said yabba, dabba, do?
For a second, I thought you just liked the Flintstones, but he would say yabba dabba do. He would say yabba dabba
The
do.
rest of us feel like we're just at a meeting of overly keen Flintstone fans. But presumably there's a code in that that you got. They're talking code so we don't get the tricks too easily. But yeah, you're fairly happy that they've busted you
I did not
here?
fool Penn Teller, but I'm happy to be here and I'm happy to perform for
He
you.
did a great job.
Thank you.
You did a great job. It was super fun to watch. I love being on stage with you. Mark Calabrese, ladies and gentlemen, great work. Nice to meet you, sir. More Fool Us from Las Vegas when we return, including some spectacular magic from Penn and Teller themselves. You do not want to miss it. Welcome back to Penn and Teller Fool Us, a show where lying, cheating and stealing are not just permitted, they are openly encouraged. So let's meet our next magical felon.
My name is Paul Vigil. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Some people call me a magician, others a mind reader, and some perhaps maybe even some kind of psychic. I grew up working in a magic shop. Later on in my life, I traveled around the world studying shamanic medicines. Once the curtains open or they introduce me, that's like once upon a time and all bets are off. Point to me a spot like right here or right here. Magic can have a consciousness expanding effect on people.
Just don't understand. Mind blown.
Part of what I'm interested in when I perform magic is a moment that transcends to help people know that the mystery is still alive, where even smart people will begin to doubt.
Will you please welcome Paul Vigil.
Let me ask you to ponder something for a second. Do you think it's possible that somebody, maybe even like myself, could stand here in front of a group of strangers and predict exactly what they may or may not do? I'm going to start with you, Penn.
Okay.
Now, please, I have some specific statements with which I'm going to attempt to influence you with. I'm going to start with you, and I'll use a few more. The response that I want from you is a single digit between 0 and 10. Not 0 and 10, between 0 and 10. Now, you know that I'm attempting to influence you, and my statement is 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Blank 4, unlock the door. You know what the obvious digit would be to put in this blank spot, but if you had a choice, you would say
2.
2. I'll record that here for later. And perhaps this gentleman right here in the red plaid. Again, we haven't set anything up. Nobody's approached you and asked you to help me out in any way. And I promise, if you listen carefully, I'll make you look good, all right? The statement I have to influence you is Snow White and the blank dwarfs. And the digit you would give me is? 4. 4. So we're starting off with a 2 and a 4. And lastly, Teller. Please. Again, listen carefully. I don't think that these statements will work on everybody, but I think that this one will work with you. And the statement is, blank blind mice, see how they run? Please, can you hold up some fingers for me? 1. So, 241. Do you think there's any way I could come out here and predict that I would get this number, 241? Please, can I have you come up here? Ken, let's give him a big round of applause, please. How's it going today, pal?
Doing very well, Paul. How you doing?
Great. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah. So before I came out here tonight, I took a business card. I wrote 3 numbers on this business card, and then I put it somewhere where everybody would know I wouldn't be able to touch it. Any idea where that's at? Please, let me turn around. Can you see that? Pinned onto the back of my jacket. Now, please, don't touch it yet.
Okay.
That is legitimately pinned on there, and I am going to have you verify that. You can pull on that, please.
Okay, that is pinned
Yes?
very securely.
Go ahead, you take the pin out. If I was to do that, they'd think that's when I'm doing the sneaky stuff. And as you turn it over, can you keep your thumb over those 3 numbers that I've written on the other side?
Okay, I've taken it.
I'd like you to be about surprised as everybody else here, all right?
So, open safety pin, dangerous open safety pin.
I don't trust
thumb
you with this,
over
and they
these-
don't trust me with that.
Okay.
So again, I asked you for a single digit between 0 and 10. The number you gave me was a?
2, I believe.
2. Can you just slide over to the first number? And what number
2.
is it? Yes!
Can you see that?
No, wait, hold on. There's 2 chances for me to mess up. Sir, the second digit you gave me was a? 4. What's the second number on that
Second
paper?
number there is a 4. 2, 4.
And lastly, Teller, you could have named any number in the universe. Well, any number between 0 and 10, yes? The number you gave me was the number 1.
1 and...
What's the last number I put on?
2, 4, 1.
Let me show that to the camera and everybody will get a chance to see that.
Thank you, Paul.
241.
241.
Give yourselves a big round of applause.
Paul Vigil, ladies and gentlemen. Nice work.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good. Okay, I think Penn and Teller
They've
have discussed.
deliberated.
I think they've come to a conclusion. You can tell us whether they're right or not, but Penn?
One of the greatest tricks in all of magic is that trick. It is simple, it is direct, and it is absolutely impossible. It absolutely destroys. Love it, love it, love it. Did you see the movie Patton? George C. Scott?
Yes.
You did. And there's a line from that movie that I think will mean something very strong to you. At one point, he says about Rommel, "You magnificent bastard! I read your book! I read your book, you magnificent bastard!"
Okay.
Paul put out one of the greatest magic books ever. In that book is this trick. Teller and I both read it. Teller and I both loved it. And we sat in the dressing room and talked about how we could possibly use it. So we would never, ever, ever have figured that trick out if we hadn't read your book, you magnificent bastard.
Wow.
That's good enough for me. Perfect for me. Thank you. Thank you. One last thing. Hi, Mom.
There it goes. Well, coming up after the break, a performance from the 2 and only Penn and Teller. Don't go away. Welcome back to Fool Us. Now, Penn and Teller have deceived and delighted audiences for over 4 decades, but there's one trick performed by Teller on his own that has never been seen on television until now. Ladies and gentlemen, Shadows. all the magic we can cram into 1 hour, and my wand is limp from the effort. So good night from all of us at Fall Us, and good night from Las Vegas.